3, 2, 1, hitting remote. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Snellville, Georgia, site of Game 3 of the National Developmental Football League Kickoff Classic. I'm Bowman Michael with Score Sports with my two commentators, Adam Collins and Craig Chapman, here tonight bringing you the Georgia Falcons against the Upstate Carolina Cobras. Should be a very exciting game. Coaches, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. How's everything going on your end?
Hola.
Hola, como está?
Muy bien. ¿Y tú, Paco?
All right, we've been here 3 o'clock. I've had 7 crystals, and boy, is my stomach feeling it. As long as it was not a Taco Bell, I think I can at least make it a little bit longer. This intro has been brought to you by Boss. When you think Boss, you think drink like a boss. All right, Georgia Falcons versus the Upstate Carolina Panthers, or Upstate Carolina Cobras, not Panthers. That was the 3 o'clock game on those jerseys. I want to hand it over to Coach Collins and Coach Chapman. Tell us what you have about these two teams.
All right. The Georgia Falcons, we can expect a multiple formation offense and a 4-2-5 defense out of the Upstate Carolina Cobras. A multiple offense like almost everybody in America, and a 4-3 defense.
4-3 defense, huh, Coach?
Indeed, sir.
Do we know anything about the Upstate Carolina Cobras? You had a chance to speak with the coach. Any information?
They're coached by Coach Mills. I am not sure. I forgot to ask what city they're out of.
What am I paying you for? Absolutely nothing.
Upstate, I'm thinking maybe like Albany.
Albany, North Carolina?
Like New York?
New York.
When I think upstate, that's what I think of.
Well, this is actually, when we talk about the National Developmental Football League, we only have a total of 4 states: Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia involved. So I would nixnay on the XA of New York A at this point. But we're glad to have everybody with us here. This is tape delay. This is not live and in color, mainly for the fact that we love people to come out for the game. This is game 3 of our triple header action. We're doing a great job holding in there, getting ready for the coin toss between the Falcons and the Cobras. Earlier today, we watched the Georgia Wolves demolish the Alabama Falcons 42-0, and then we saw a hammering of a team that we witnessed last week take on the Falcons. The Georgia Titans really take control of the East Carolina or East Georgia Hurricanes. Final score 28-0. Was that the final score?
Yes,
gentlemen?
sir, Coach.
All right.
Of which one?
The second game there, Coach.
No, it was 32-0.
32-0.
No, that's right. They did throw the late touchdown.
They did. That's good. Good job for keeping you intact. So we got a little coin toss here. Any prognostications? We've seen the Falcons play. This is the second game of the Falcons.
If I was a betting man, my money's on the Falcons.
Well, we definitely look at the organizational skills from the Falcons. They are definitely ready to go. We're excited to be out here for them. They have a good game set for next week. Coin tossed up in the air. Looking at the, looks like the Cobras won the toss. They look like they possibly deferred. And they're going to kick and point. We want the ball. We want the ball.
Oh.
Let's go with this. They deferred.
Falcons deferred.
Cobra says, we want the ball. We want the ball. Yo, Joe. Yo, Joe, indeed. Here we go.
Nice reference.
Yes, I do the best at what I don't have.
Hey, just remember, knowing is half the battle.
Yes. Yo, Joe. All right there, Falcons. Going to go with the, I take it they're going to be kicking off. Looks like they'll be kicking off left to right here.
Kicking from the clock.
All right.
KFC.
Somebody finally got it right today.
Yes, I always tell my guys we want to defer KFC with rare exception.
The only thing that would be that exception would be what, Coach? Wind?
Well, wind or we feel like we need the ball first, or, typically we defer to the defense because I want to see what they're going to do offensively. Because that's where I spend most of my time is with the defense. I kind of let you have your reign of offense just because you're smarter than I am.
Nah,
So.
I don't believe that, but I appreciate it. You know what we're going to do on offense.
So with
scratch where it itches.
So what are you going to do here in this last preseason warm-up before Week 1 starts here for both teams?
I think that if you're the Falcons, I didn't get to see last week's games, but they look impressive on the hoof. If I'm them, I'm fine-tuning things to get ready to play when the lights come on for real. As far as the upstate Cobras, I'm trying to make sure I get through this thing with the least amount of injuries and find out who can handle it. This is obviously going to be, a big test for them. Judging from looking at them right now, absolute numbers go to this sideline where the Falcons are on. We've seen two teams with massive numbers today, the Georgia Falcons and the Georgia Wolves.
So you feel like depth could be the kind of the game changer in many ways?
I would think so, especially early in the year. You don't know how much these guys get to practice. You don't know anything about conditioning levels or what everybody gets to do during the week. So, if you got more manpower, that's a big check in your box.
I would agree. Well, gentlemen, I wish you all the best on the good game-wise. I want to sit tight, and I'll come back and join you here in the second quarter, let y'all take away the game and enjoy the atmosphere here at Lenore Church Park, Snellville, Georgia. Kickoff Classic game number 3. Y'all done a great job. Looking forward to it. Score Sports, I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman and Adam Collins, bringing you National Developmental Football League action. Take it away, gentlemen.
All right. Here we go, getting ready for kickoff. Looks like the upstate Carolina Cobras are already out with their kickoff return team. Just waiting on the kickoff team from your Georgia Falcons.
Coach, you think we're going to have a touchdown in 5 seconds in this game?
Lord, I tell you what, for that last game, there was a lot going on early
and often.
Yes. But, last week the Falcons kind of struggled a little bit on offense. I'm hoping they iron those things out. Like you said, they're a great-looking team. They have a ton of potential, a lot of guys that can really play ball. The defense, looked great last week, putting up the score of the game. But, that's always the thing is, the offense lags. That's just how it goes.
They got guys standing on this sideline look like they should still be playing, Coach. 42 standing right there. Looks like he ought to be playing linebacker for the real Falcons.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. All right, the Falcons are going to line up to kick. And these jerseys are hard to read with these black numbers.
Yeah.
That's number 10 to kick off. That's Jesse Romero.
I can't see who's back deep, Coach. These eyes are not good.
Yeah, the green jerseys aren't doing us any favors.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're going to let that one roll out of the back of the end zone as Romero absolutely kills the ball.
Wow.
Somebody needs to bury that ball because it is officially dead.
He hammered that thing, Coach. That's the best kickoff I've seen in one of these games ever.
Yeah, he really hammered that. Again, that was number 10, Jesse Romero, that just boomed the kickoff.
Then walked off the field like that's an everyday thing. That's impressive.
I tell you what, now, if you can start, that's such an advantage as a defensive coach. If you can force the other team to start at the 20-yard line every time.
Yeah, if you got to make somebody go 80.
Yeah, they're bound to make a mistake.
Just think about it. In our league, Coach, we got a kid that's a pretty good kicker. He's a pretty good kicker, and if we get the ball at the 20, we literally have to go 65 yards, to get ourselves into field
goal range,
to really, high percentage field goal range. But, think about it right here from this point. We haven't seen anybody kick an extra point today. Everybody's gone from 2. So right now you're looking at, forcing somebody to go 80 yards.
All right. The Cobras trying to get it figured out right here on offense with some formational issues.
Uh-oh. We got 2 tights here, Coach.
double tight. It's got like a slot man with a true gun backfield. There's a snap. Give around the right side. Oh, he's met in the backfield. I'm trying to give you a number, ladies and gentlemen, but I can't see who that was on the tackle. Yeah, those black numbers don't do me any favors.
Need 2nd and 12 right here, Coach.
I do like this song.
So what you're saying is you're going to drop it like it's hot?
Most likely. All right. Same formation, double tights, same receiver split out short. Gun backfield. There's a snap. Give to the left side this time. And it's going to be met quickly by a host of Falcons. I tell you what, if you've ever done anything wrong, don't ever put your hands up like that. Because I always tell the kids, as soon as you throw your hands up, you look guilty.
That's a gain of 4 right there, Coach. Going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, this is going to be a big 3rd down for the Cobras. The defensive line of the Falcons has been just really just pushing hard.
I will say this, Coach. Starting off early, it's kind of refreshing to see that both teams look a little bit more organized early on than what we've seen today.
I tell you, the guy to watch is number 60, Martin Green. He anchors this defensive line. He is the man in the middle. There's a snap. Quick pressure. Ball deflected and picked. And that's going to the house, baby. Wrap it up. I'll take it. Touchdown Falcons. And let it begin.
What number is that?
I'm trying to see. The flag, there was a flag on the ground that's been waved off. That was number 22 for the Falcons on the pick, Jamarcus Merriweather. Great play.
He returned it 31 yards for a touchdown.
Nicely done. I tell you what, so with 9:35 left, your Georgia Falcons out 6-0 over the upstate Carolina Cobras.
Are they going to kick this? As I see the kicker going on the field.
The way he kicked the kickoff, they could kick it from down here.
What you're saying, he's good from 60, Coach?
Yeah, Jesse Romero comes into the game. We haven't seen a lot of extra points kicked today because of the new NFL rules.
And they're going to kick it, Coach.
Where the ball is spotted at, if I'm not mistaken, the 25? Is that correct?
I have no idea. 15, I think.
The 15, so it becomes
33 yards.
A 33-yard field goal to hit the extra point. I saw several miss this year in just a few NFL games I watched.
Be interesting. The snap's going to be a big deal.
Low snap, good hold,
Hammered.
And it's up and
it's good
on the concession stand.
Duck, people.
Yeah. Run for your lives, cheese fries.
If y'all thought that was bad, get ready because it's coming back again on the kickoff.
Yep. He's going to kick it over the fence again. So, with 9:35 left in the first quarter, 7-0, your Georgia Falcons over the upstate Carolina Cobras.
The Falcons did a nice job of undercutting that route, tried to throw an inside breaking route. It's hard to tell if it was a slant or if they were trying to hit the option route to the tight end. Somebody got a hand on it, flipped it, 22 picked it off, and got to the end zone rather rapidly, Coach.
Indeed he did. And that was number 22. That was Jamarcus Merriweather. A great defensive play.
You know, Coach McMichael's been talking all day about the helmets. What do you think about these Georgia Falcons helmets?
You know, I like these. I think they look nice. I like the fade. I've always liked the fade. You know, when I was coaching the team, we thought about doing the fade with black and then royal. But I won't lie to you, it's just really expensive. That was what held me back. It's expensive.
Oh, they're going straight to defense, Coach. No kickoff.
No kickoff, huh? That's an interesting decision.
So they put it at the 25-yard line.
After you've had a kickoff, that seems odd.
Maybe they just wanted to run one kickoff and then eliminate the chances for injury from other kickoffs.
Well, that would make sense.
Of course, if you kick it to the concession stand every time, it kind of eliminates the chances for injury, too.
Your kickoff team could sit down.
Play Red Rover.
Yeah. Sit in a circle and talk about their feelings. All right.
Same
formation for the Cobras. At double tight, single tight slot to the left, gun backfield. There's snap. Flag on the ground, give around the right side. He's got a little bit of room. Looks like he's going to pick up somewhere around 3 or 4.
Yeah, hit's coming back, Coach. That was illegal motion.
I will say so far, the Falcons look like the most organized team of the day. So far. Still a lot of football left to be played. But I haven't seen them have to draft anybody onto the field yet.
That's true, Coach.
You know, that's so frustrating as a coach for people not to know when they're supposed to go out. There's a reason why I'm ball-headed.
You and me both. We share that same distinction. It's probably because you spend half the game grabbing the top of your head, screaming somebody's name like Nico.
Yes. Nico DeJesus. If there's somebody not on the field, you can almost guarantee it's Nico.
We love that kid, too, so don't get it wrong, but he had several instances this year where he probably wished that his name wasn't Nico.
All right.
Well, I see what it was. They went unbalanced to the other side, Coach, and this guy wouldn't line up on the line.
Okay, I got you. Shuffling across to the left side.
And they moved again.
He said he stepped forward. It's going to back him up 5 more. Tell you what, deception doesn't do you any good if you go backwards.
Coach, there's not much deception in this. They got 2 tight ends. There's nobody out there. You can go 2 tight ends and add a wing, and if you're going to motion across like that and there's no threat of any, of giving that guy the ball, you're just motioning back to 2 tight ends. It's not really doing anything. You're balancing up the formation again.
Yeah. Typically, if I was doing it, I'd be looking for numbers to one side or the other.
They had it to the top side, then they motioned away from it right there. Once again, we're probably being overly critical. We don't know how much time these guys had to practice. And just like that, they're in empty.
All right, there he comes. I'm guessing the quarterback could run. There's a snap. He looks surprised on the snap right there. Quick throw. It bounces up.
And it's intercepted.
And it's going to be picked again.
And they're going.
It's going to be picked again by the Falcons. What a great interception. I wish I could see whose number that was. It was a sliding interception. That was a wonderful play. What a great play right there. Can you get a number?
I can't see it. Hopefully when he gets up. Who are they? Who's everybody celebrating with?
It's hard to tell.
So that's 2 possessions and 2 interceptions. And the Falcons will start 1st and goal at the 1.
I tell you what, man, it doesn't bode well for the Cobras, does it?
No, it does not, Coach.
I'm trying to look to see if anybody's high-fiving somebody. All right. Well, no, I don't see anything. See if we can't find somebody to find that last pick. It's hard to tell. He's covered up. He immediately tackled. We never got to see a number. All right, 1st and goal. Split backfield for the Falcons. Quarterback. Did he give that back around to the left?
Fullback, Coach.
That was good. I didn't see the ball.
And it didn't go anywhere.
Stuff to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal at the 1.
Still right here at quarterback sneaking. You're so close.
I'm wondering if they're worried about getting a quarterback hurt in a preseason game.
Yeah, I can understand that as well.
It's interesting. We've seen no huddle offenses all day, and both of these teams get in the huddle.
Well, just different mindset, I guess. Quarterback's under center. There's a snap. They give him ISO around the right side. He's going to be close. And they're going to call him down just outside the
third down.
He's on the goal line.
Wow.
Like they're inches away. Inches. You can see where the ball is right there, Coach Chapman, if you check the monitor. That is, I mean, it's all but across.
This kind of makes you wonder how it didn't get across.
That's a great question there. And there we go. Looked like they were going to push up the middle. Got a great push down the right side.
And didn't get in.
Quarterback went down.
So it's fourth down.
All right.
So we've had 3 rushing attempts, and we have gained nothing.
Still 4th and goal from inside the 1. You know, this is a real booster for the Cobras if you hold right here.
No, their defensive front gets after it.
There's a snap. Quarterback's pushing.
He's in.
And, yes, there's a touchdown. Another Falcons touchdown. That's going to bring our score to 13-0 with 4:14 left in the first quarter. Your Georgia Falcons, defensive backfield, running the table on the game.
They've had 2 tipped interceptions. Tip drill's been working well tonight.
Yep, the interceptions are absolutely killing the Cobras. But, you know, if you're going to throw the ball, but you can't wobble, baby. You know what I'm saying?
We got another kicker this time, Coach.
All right. You sure it's not number 10?
I'm pretty sure number 10 is down here.
Trying to get a number. It's hard to see those black numbers.
Looks like number 9.
Number 9, that would be Victor Davis, but I don't know. We'll see if we can't get a number with him coming to us, because that was a nice kick. No, that's number 10.
It is?
That's Romero. Romero on the kick. That guy can boom it. Absolutely boom it. There's some soccer in that background. I tell you what, so 14-0. 14-0, your Georgia Falcons over the Upstate Carolina Cobras.
That's my bad on the kicker. I was certain that he was over here.
I'm telling you, those numbers are hard to read. Well, you know, the good news for the Upstate Carolina Cobras is that, you know, it's still just a 2-possession game. I mean,
we're going to get into that situation there. You know, there's 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter right here. You know, if this thing rolls like it did in the last 2 games, once it gets past halftime, the game pretty much scoots.
Yeah, you definitely want to look to make something out of this right here. And they're going to start with the ball at their own 25. Cobras come out and line up in a doubles look. Quarterback in the gun. Back offset to his left. Now they switch to a stack.
Well, they get another offensive lineman in the game. Then they call timeout.
And there's a timeout from your Upstate Carolina Cobras. At this point, man, you're really thinking, okay, we got to do something with this possession. The one thing we can't do is throw an interception. You know, because that's how our last 2 drives have ended, with us throwing an interception and giving them ball, touchdown, and then at the 1-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
That's on my not-to-do list.
I mean, you don't want to run, you know, whatever it is, Coach. They've thrown it twice.
Picked both times.
Mm-hmm. They've run exactly 4 plays, and they've got 2 turnovers off 2 tip passes.
Yeah, 50% of your plays are turnovers. That's not a good thing.
This is an interesting defensive look right here.
Just kind of scattered around.
It's almost like a 3-3 look, but they bring in that stack backer.
It is a 3-3. All right, there's pressure.
Inside zone.
Back is able to escape the first man, make it back to the line of scrimmage. I misspoke earlier. I said they were a 4-3. They're a 3-3-5. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
That was my mistake.
They gave that guy a gain of 1 on that, Coach.
That was a generous spot.
Mm-hmm.
Because he got stopped quickly. All right.
They got all these guys stacked out here. You'd almost expect them to throw a screen.
Well, they've got the guy rolled up, the outside linebacker rolled up right there, the pony. Whatever
He's
you
probably
want to call
running straight forward at the snap.
And there's the quarterback.
Not fast
Oh, my
enough.
word. Nice play by the corner coming up right there
Yes.
to fight off that block. That was a great play by the corner.
The tackle for a loss right there, too, for a corner.
You expect that play out of the other guys.
32.
But number 32, that was a great play by number 32, Ahmad Tuggle. Hey, nice Falcons name.
Yeah.
I remember a cat by the name of Tuggle that was pretty good that played for Atlanta.
They had one of those?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, Falcons fans. I know. I'm a Falcons fan myself. Before we get all the angry emails and texts, people trying to throw things at the screen. So we're at third down again, Coach. Third down has been unkind to everybody today.
Indeed it has.
Except for the defense.
I don't anticipate it being better this time.
It'll be interesting to see what they've got in their bag right here.
Doubles. Look for the Cobras. Quarterback waits in the gun. There's a snap. He drops. He looks right. He rolls right. Dishes it out on a little flat route. Man, nice open field play. Nicely done.
Gained about 4 right there, Coach.
And that's going to call it a day for the Cobras offense right there.
See what they do in the punting game. Are they going to punt? That's the key.
I mean, I don't see how you keep from it right here.
Yeah, but we've seen them give the kickoff to him at the 20-yard line the last 2 times. Are they really going for it? No, he's going to back up and quick kick this thing.
Well, quick kick action.
2 safeties. This could be interesting.
Doubles.
Well, maybe he's not. He moved back up.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops. Looks right. Rolls right. Directs some traffic.
Throws another interception.
And throws another pick. Great job by the Falcons. Great job by the Falcons. I'm starting to wonder if he knows his team's in green. I'll tell you what, another heads-up play by the Falcons defense.
I'm trying to see who that was. As we've said before, well,
that's 3 picks. I believe that was number 59 for the Falcons. Number 59 for the Falcons.
nicely done.
And he is not on my roster. Sorry, buddy. Great job.
There we go. Get a little 21 personnel, a little split back look.
All right, here we go.
And they're already in the red zone again.
There's a snap. Give off the right side. Going to be an ISO. Going to be met quickly. Maybe a couple of yards.
Gain of 3, Coach.
I'd call that 2.
Yeah, you're better. That's a good call. Our angle is terrible.
Yeah, it's tough from right here, isn't it?
All right, gentlemen, looks like we're coming to the end of the first quarter here at Lenore Church Park, Snellville, Georgia. Let's see if we can get that final play in before the snap. 14-0, Falcons leading the upstate Carolina Cobras.
There's a snap.
Counter.
Oh,
Touchdown.
counter play. Yes, sir. Was that the guard that pulled right there?
It was.
Great block by the receiver on this side as well.
12-yard touchdown carry.
Nice play call.
Yeah, everything had set that up. That was nice.
And with the horn sounding, we look like we possibly will get through here with the extra point.
Untimed down, Coach.
Yes, untimed down indeed. Score probably going to increase to 21-0 here at the start of the second quarter.
That would be my guess.
They are booting the heck of the ball from an extra point. I do enjoy a team that is ready for their kicking game, and they are definitely bringing that tonight.
Yep, there's Romero. That's Jesse Romero, their kicker. He is absolutely booming it.
They need a second person. They're missing a possible tight end.
It's like they're missing a couple people. There's a snap, flag down.
Ball's
kicked. Up and good.
And concession stand is in danger.
Yep. Cheese fries, run for your lives again.
Nacho cheese. All right, looks like they're going to decline that penalty, and we'll switch a roux here in the second quarter. Start of the second quarter will look like we're going to be a kickoff. I'm Bowman Michael with Score Sports. Got Adam Collins and Craig Chapman here at Lenore Church Park. Glad to bring you Georgia Falcons versus the Upstate Carolina Cobras. We'll be going live in 3, 2, 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the live action here. Second quarter action here at Lenore Church Park. Kickoff classic. Take it away, gentlemen.
All right, here we go. Got a slot right look for the Cobras. Looks like you got a tight end to this, receiver to this side, brought across in motion on a jet. And he's going to be hitting the backfield.
Another tackle for a loss.
The Falcons defense is no joke today. I will say the strength of their team, I thought last week was the defense, but the offense has been rather productive, given a short field twice now.
I mean,
what's the total yardage the offense has, Coach Chapman?
The Falcons have 16 yards, Coach.
16 yards and lead by 21 points. Defense is playing lights out. Here we go. Motion coming across from left to right. They're shifting, and I apologize. Shifting sides. It's going to be a doubles look for the Cobras.
They've got to have a tight end in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's empty. Quarterback in the gun. A little read action. Quarterback keeps the ball around the right side. Looks like he's going to pick up about 4 or 5. And there's a flag on the ground. Not sure what that is.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Falcons. I missed that one. Did you see that one, Coach Chapman?
No. Not unless it was behind the play.
Did you see the unsportsmanlike right there? Okay, Bo is out of earshot. But that's a huge first down.
And it's the first down of the game for the Upstate Cobras.
That's a huge first down. It puts them almost into Falcon territory.
Yeah. Let's see if they take advantage of it right here, though, Coach.
All right. With the way the Falcons defense is playing, I would say no. Looks like we got trips to the right side of the field.
I think it's tight end trips, Coach.
I think you're right. Quarterback in the gun. Back offset to his left. There's a snap. There's a flag.
They were all sides.
Oh, man, he's swallowed up in the backfield.
Somebody telling the quarterback for the other team he needs some milk in the stands.
Yeah. I'm not sure what that means.
I don't either.
The old "you need milk" statement.
There's the offsides call.
Seems like they'd have blown that dead instead of letting the quarterback get hit.
NFL rules, Coach. He wasn't unabated to the quarterback, so you play on. I'm pretty sure he wishes they would have blown the whistle, though.
Yeah, I would think so, too. All right, here we go. 1st and 5 for the Cobras inside Falcon territory.
the best Cobras offense so far has been Falcons penalties.
Without a doubt. All right, here we go. Your Cobras come up. Seems like there's some confusion. All right.
Straight slot, Coach.
Yep. Quarterback awaits snap. There's snap. A little bit of bobble, and they're not going to call that a fumble. They're going to call that an incomplete pass.
It is. They're going to call lineman downfield, too.
His arm was indeed moving forward, but I think you're right. I think there were linemen downfield. So I think that's going to nix any, I wouldn't say progress because it wasn't really progress, but it's going to march them backwards, I do believe. That guy cracks me up. That's Martin Green. He's funny. Man, he's funny.
Let's see what they're going to call here, Coach.
Well,
You think he's going to say because the ball is behind the line, it's not man downfield? You've got to take this penalty if you're the Falcons and back them up.
well, they're talking to the Falcons, so it seems as if it's on the Cobras. Yeah, I'm with Coach Coney right here. I would definitely be asking what's the deal.
And why are they getting to talk to their team, and why am I not getting to talk to mine?
Yeah.
So they declined the penalty.
Yeah, referee conferences make me nervous.
I don't know why they would decline the penalty.
Because you never know what's going on in that conference.
And they don't know what's going on in that conference either. This is interesting. Impromptu timeout.
The old impromptu timeout. All right.
I'm sure the Falcons felt like they could decline the penalty and still not let them get 5 yards. What do you think, Coach?
Yeah, I think so.
So far, we're looking at, we got 16 yards for the Falcons, and they have 21 points. You don't very seldomly see someone with more points than they have yards.
Yeah, it doesn't happen a whole lot. All right, here you go. All right, Cobras waiting on the snap. Slot look to the right-hand side. Quick give to the right, and he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Lost one.
Yeah, he's going to be hit behind the line. That Falcons defense is not playing.
That is their fourth tackle for a loss, Coach. That's their fourth tackle for a loss in 11 plays.
That's crazy.
To go with 3 picks. I mean, think about that. 7 out of the 11 plays has been something negative.
That's crazy. I tell you what, man, the Cobras are just having a really rough time right now. But I tell you what, it's not like South Carolina's real close.
Yeah, that's a haul.
Yeah, I think so as well. Oh, over the quarterback's head. He's able to field the snap, though, after bobbling it. But that's not going to keep him from being sacked. Or even worse, having the ball stripped. And it's a Falcons touchdown. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your Georgia Falcons putting on a defensive clinic here today. That was number 35.
35 or 36, Coach?
36, Wesley Albritton. Sorry, I have a hard time seeing, buddy.
40-yard return for a touchdown, and it's 27-0 with 8 minutes to go in the second
And how
quarter.
many yards? Okay, it's 28. It's 27-0. How many yards do the Georgia Falcons have?
All right, their offense, get this, Coach, their offense has 16 yards, all right? But get this, their defense now has 100 yards. 100 return yards.
That's hilarious.
They've literally had 2 possessions.
That's a little ridiculous. All right, they line up. Romero out for the kick. And that was no good. You got a Cobra down. I don't know if it hit him.
It didn't.
All right. Well, at 8 minutes and 1 second left in the second quarter, it's 27-0. You're in Georgia Falcons over the upstate Carolina Panthers.
It's Cobras, Coach.
Cobras. That's what I said. You got to listen, bro.
I know. It's getting late, you know. Us old people, we got to go to bed.
I hear you, man. I was actually trying to figure out what city they're out of. Well, let's see. There's nothing on there about.
And with an injury on the field, we'll take a timeout here. I'm Bowman Michael with Score Sports. Got Adam Collins and Craig Chapman. We'll be right live in 3, 2. Welcome back, everybody, to Score Sports, bringing you YouTube live action of the National Developmental Football League between the Georgia Falcons and the Upstate Carolina Cobras. It's the kickoff classic here. Score is definitely out of reach here in the second quarter, 27-0. About 8 minutes and some change remaining here in the second quarter. Gentlemen, what's going on? Give us a recap for people that just joined us. Tell us how the Falcons are dominating here on the upstate Carolina or Carolina Cobras.
Well, it's real simple right now. The upstate Carolina Cobras are about to start their 5th possession, and they have thrown 3 interceptions and fumbled the ball. So right now they're 4 for 4 in turning it over. Right now the defense for the Georgia Falcons has 100 total yards in returns. The offense has 16 yards because they've been set up. They've had starting field position at their own at the Cobras 1 and at the Cobras 14.
Yeah, the tail of the game has just been the Falcons' defense, just been absolutely killing them. And right there you see another display of that, pickup of what looks to be about, 3 or 4, which is a really good play tonight for the Cobras. Because that Falcons defense is absolutely relentless.
Would it be apropos to say they're flying around?
I would say they are absolutely flying around, Coach Chapman.
All right.
I'm not sure what apropos means.
Oh, SAT word, Coach.
I failed English, so. All right, give on the right side. Oh,
wow.
My goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just, the offensive line of the Cobras is just – the DL is like a hot knife through butter right now. It's just not – it's not good.
No, it is not.
Carolina has all the same symptoms of a sieve here right now on offense.
This is the most impressive look we've had all day from a team.
I would say defensively, like I would even go as far as say overall, the Georgia Falcons have been by far the most impressive team today.
Yes, sir, Coach. There's not
Coach Parks is doing a great job down there with the Falcons. He's their head coach, and these guys are absolutely just wrecking it.
Well, they're dialed in right now, and it doesn't matter what you run, what they line up in.
Here it is, 3rd and long, money down, trying to bring everything to the left side, fake it that way, and then come back. Bounces it off the ground.
I'm not so sure that wasn't intentional grounding, but.
Yeah, I mean, how do you call it right now?
I mean, this
if you call a penalty, it just slows the game down.
This is true. It's just another incompletion, Coach. It's 4th down now.
All right, here we go.
See if they punt this time. Last time on 4th down, they decided not to punt, and they threw an interception.
I think you punt just to keep the Falcons out of the end zone again.
If you punt, do they get in the end zone by blocking it?
That's a great question, because one of the scariest things you can ever do is punt the football.
It appear. I mean, I said this last time. He was way back deep.
All right. The quarterback's able to convince the receiver to get off the line of scrimmage. Okay, but now both outside guys are off.
Got 2 tights, Coach.
Okay, yeah. I'm doing math real quick. Lots of movement. Quarterback fumbles the ball, and he's going to lose it. He's lucky if he recovers that. No.
Well, he did recover it, Coach. But
it doesn't matter. Down. It doesn't matter. His 4th down anyway. It's first down for the Georgia Falcons from where we at? We're in the red zone, are we not?
Yes, we are, Coach.
The Falcons living in the red zone.
I want to say it's right at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, so it seems.
So they've got the ball 3 times. They've started at the +1, the +14, and the +15.
Yeah, you're not going to lose a whole lot of games with those kind of field positions.
Kind of hard to believe that I haven't seen the clock move magically forward without anybody telling it to.
Yeah, sometimes you just need the clock to just go ahead and scoot along.
What does 44 play for the Georgia Falcons, Coach? Does he play in the backfield?
Where is he at? I'm missing him.
He's the gigantic human being standing at the back end of the huddle.
He's a linebacker.
Which means he might play fullback, right?
There's a good chance, yes.
Oh, my word.
He's a large individual.
Oh, yes. You think our guys would like running behind somebody that big?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, if that guy that size, he's a guard on our team.
Going to run the zone to him.
And there he goes. He bounces outside, shoves a man down.
Tackle for a loss right there.
Nice stiff arm.
Wow.
But the Cobras closed quick, and they gang tackled. And that's how you got to do it with a guy that size.
Hey, they lost 8 on the play, Coach.
Well, big guys shouldn't run laterally.
That should not.
If he turns up, he runs over 2 or 3 people before he gets tackled, and it's 4 or 5 yards.
Well, he ran over somebody.
Yeah, it was a nice stiff arm.
Only problem was when he ran over that one somebody, there was 3 more somebodies.
Yeah, and then another 3 somebodies behind them coming too.
What if they'll run the counter right here?
I mean, it scored last time.
Yeah.
I mean, there was nobody there.
Wide open.
Why not come back to it? Because if you watch their defense flows hard.
Yeah, their defensive line gets after it.
There's snap, quarterback drops, looks left. He's
Fade.
got a man. Oh, and that's going to be picked. That's going to be picked. Yeah, that ball was inside. Now, you can't throw it inside.
I'm not so sure he got a foot down.
The replay didn't look like it got down?
Didn't look like it. I think that was number 18, Colin Wilkins, on the interception right there.
Colin Wilkins, that's right.
My bad.
It's all right, man. It is getting late. All right, here we go.
I hope our kids aren't watching any of this, because if they are, they're going to be thoroughly disappointed, because these guys from the Georgia Falcons are running around with these black visors on their helmets, and you can't wear those in high school football.
No. They do look cool.
And we have to answer that question not every year, every week. Can I wear this? No. Why not?
It's not me. It's the National Federation of High Schools. Take it up with them.
1st and 10 at the 20 for the Upstate Cobras. I don't know what the down marker's doing. Guess they're not going to play in this game with us.
There we go.
You got to move everything, big guy.
Okay, all right.
Hey.
There we go. Good job, fellas. Great job. All right, let's see if the Cobras can avoid some sort of awful happening from the Georgia Falcons defense right here.
They've had 5 possessions, Coach. They've turned it over on 4 of them, and the 5th one was a turnover on down at their own 15-yard line, and they somehow escaped it.
Well, understand there's a snap. Lots of pressure. I mean, just instant pressure. Ball's out.
No,
that ball
he's
was
down.
out. That ball was out. Did you see it? Are they going to run it back?
I don't know. But I know that guy got sacked.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to say that was Martin Green in there on the play because he turned and was in speaking to the crowd.
He's pretty much in there on every play, Coach.
That guy is a force to be reckoned with. He is a manimal. All right, 3rd and about a country mile for the Cobras. Waiting to see what they've got in store for this.
Only 2nd, Coach. We're putting the cart way before the horse.
Oh, okay. Well, that's how I like it. That way the horse can just push the cart along.
Yeah, I guess our DJ left.
Yeah, DJ Spiffy. DJ Spiffy has vacated the premises.
Timeout.
All right.
We're there at the 2-minute warning here at the Kickoff Classic, Lenore Church Park. I'm Bowman Michael with Craig Chapman and Adam Collins. This is Score Sports. Bring us out in 3, 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Coming in from the 2-minute warning, 1:50 on the clock, 27-0 here. Georgia Falcons are leading the Upstate Carolina Cobras. Very interesting matchup. We'll see what happens here in the second half, coming close to the end of the first half right now. Again, our cameraman's all set, ready to go. This is our 3rd game of the night, so we're just doing the best we can with what we don't have. Take it away, gentlemen.
All right. Cobras trying to fight out of a bad spot right here. 2nd and about 20. They got it packed in. Double tights. Power eye backfield. There's a snap. It looked like a mishandled snap. And quarterback's going to go down at about the line of scrimmage.
It was a mishandled snap because 48 destroyed the center.
That was number 48. Well, maybe 45.
It looked like 48.
Again, these black numbers are tough to read.
And number 60 did a bow to the audience. So
Okay, that's Martin Green.
yeah, number 60 was bowing to the audience right there. He was the one that said, "I don't care how big you are, nobody can block me." He yelled that out to the audience.
He's pretty much
Yeah, he's on point with that today,
Yes, he
tonight.
is. I would tickle him if I had to block him.
Yeah.
I find that underneath the armpits definitely is a viable tickle point based on my 4-year-old kid. So
Yeah, tickle fight's always a sound philosophy.
there it is, especially if you can tickle a foot. But you have to take off their shoes. That might take a while if they got tape. And then
Yeah, you got to cut tape off, get a cleat off.
It does.
That's tough.
All right, back to action here. 1:30 remaining here in the first half.
All right. The Cobras in a hole.
looking for anything positive right here, Coach.
There's a snap.
That's
It's
not
a bad snap. And he's roped in. He loses the ball. And is it going to be picked up? Okay, they're just going to call a safety. I thought for sure that was a touchdown. That Falcons defense just,
wow.
man. I tell you what, we haven't really had a chance to watch the Falcons offense because the Falcons defense has been stealing the show. I mean, just absolutely stealing the show.
The Falcons offense right now has 8 yards and has thrown an interception.
And is leading 29-0.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, if you score defensive touchdowns, you'll win a lot of football games.
If you score more than one defensive touchdown, then you're going to win just about every game.
All right.
They're going to call a penalty on him for punting the ball after the safety.
Yeah. It was funny, though. There's got to be some kind of – there's got to be something for, like, comic relief.
Gentlemen, where's the energy?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what
Come
they're
on,
doing
man.
right now. Okay.
Dead air is silence air right there. Come on, man. Work on finding something. Have we enjoyed all our crystals for tonight? I'm just messing
No,
with you,
we
gentlemen.
have not.
I'm upset that the third game is not brought to you by Boss the Second. That's all I
Well,
can say.
I told you we should have bought more, but
Yes. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. It looks like they're going to call halftime right now, and they've had enough. Either that or they're flipping the sides of the field. I'm very confused.
yeah. See,
They're gonna
again, our silence was us being dumbfounded.
Well, I've got a mirage of people in front of me,
They're
and
gonna-
a mirage means that I can still see them even though they're not there.
I'm Miraji.
Well, they started them off at the 20, and then they went half the distance because of the penalty.
Well, they realized that it was going to be the Falcons' ball, so that confused everybody of them having to go to the length of the field, where normally they didn't have to do that in the score. So I think everybody kind of froze deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
I think that's kind of what the ordeal is. It's like when they reverse the baskets in the at halftime of the basketball, and everybody for that slight moment goes, "Am I supposed to shoot at this basket or that basket?"
Well, this is a curious thing. What do you do right here? Do you work on your 2-minute offense?
Oh, absolutely.
Because they're in the gun right now.
Because if you give up a score, it's still a 3-possession game.
You got doubles to both. You got doubles, and they're up 29-0.
Looks like the coach is trying to get somebody's attention out there. I don't know if anybody else saw that. Guy's got quite the vert.
False start.
Legal procedure.
The coach was jumping up and down, screaming. Maybe he knew they were going to false start. I don't know.
And they called timeout. The Falcons did.
Well, unfortunately, this kickoff classic, these three games have not been very competitive, except probably the second game. I felt like the second game, at least for the first two quarters, I felt competitive nature occurring.
Yes.
And then it got kind of carried away here, and then that was about it. However, this game, I thought the upstate Cobras, based on the numbers alone, that they were going to be able to at least hold to the Falcons. And the sad part is, you're exactly right. If the Cobras just run the ball and don't pass it, it's a different ball game. But every time they seem to let the ball in the air, it's an interception or a turnover in some form.
Yeah. I think maybe if the Falcons had played the Wolves, that probably would have been a pretty good game.
We'll definitely – we will not see that matchup because the Falcons are in the Independent Amateur Football League, or the Independent Amateur Football League, not the developmental piece. And the IAFL, we'll see them actually play the Tigers and the Metro Horsemen, which should be an interesting matchup as well.
I think so.
Yeah.
Quarterback rolls, quick throw out to his right. Back turns back to the center of the field
Screen.
and finds a little something.
About 5.
Clock is running. Looks like we're going to get a timeout here.
All right, 38.6 seconds left in the first half.
And to answer your question, yes, it looks like it is a flag on the play, holding on the offense. They were hiding it in there when I was doing the replay. necessarily couldn't see the hanky until my cameraman was able to zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, at this point, you run the half out.
You would hope, so you know, not that momentum can shift at this point. I just don't feel like it can. It'll be definitely interesting week one here on both teams for the National Developmental Football League and the Independent Amateur Football League. I'm very curious to see going into week one. This was all week 0 for a lot of leagues out there, and some teams have played, some teams have not. And this is the last preseason matchup for a lot of these teams here today. So I'm hoping we're going to see a little bit better ball here going into week one.
Yeah, this is the way to go right here.
Might be a long way to go.
So that's a first down.
Yep.
Clock is running. Going to try to get on the ball and run another play here.
Nah, let it run out.
13 and counting, seconds-wise.
They called timeout.
Well, if you're going to call timeout, you should have called timeout at 21 seconds.
Yes.
Right when you made that decision that you were going to run a play. That is their, should be their final timeout, but I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right, Coach. I think that's the last one of the half for them.
29-0 here.
If they wanted to be really dirty right here, they'd line up in the same formation and run this guy in the right slot straight down the field, and he would score an 80-yard touchdown.
Well, talk to me about the offensive juggernaut of the Upstate Cobras. What do they have to offer from an offensive perspective?
Right now, they are 1 of 6 passing for 4 yards. They've also thrown 3 picks. Right now, carrying the ball, they've carried it 10 times, and they are at...
Yeah, he's counting.
It's okay. I can handle that. We got time before they shift over. I want to play the Jeopardy theme if I could at this point. 45, 72.
Right about 10 carries for minus 15 yards.
All right. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Doubles for the Falcons.
There it is.
Throws to the middle of the field. It's going to be incomplete. Pass intended for rolled up jersey.
And it was a good job from the Cobras to be able to make a play on that ball. Almost felt like it could have been a pick. He was going for it.
They at least played cover 3 the right way that time. He fell back in on that route. If he'd have thrown it out in front of him, he's still running.
We will come out of the third quarter with more totals from the first half between the Georgia Falcons and the Upstate Carolina Cobras. Glad everybody joining us here. We'll be back very shortly here once this last 7 seconds run off the clock to bring you the second half. Go ahead.
Probably going to be the last play right here.
It's going to be the same play.
Doubles. Quarterback in the gun. There's a snap. Quarterback rolls to his right, getting lots of pressure. He's
Fumble. They're
going
going to run for a touchdown.
Ball on the ground.
Oh.
I was about to say, it almost bit him in the butt right there, not running the clock out.
Yep.
But good hustle from the Cobras. The old never say die attitude is a wonderful way to look at that. To end on a upstart from the Upstate Carolina Cobras. I'm Bowman Michael with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman. We'll go to halftime here with your score. The Falcons 29, the Cobras 0. We'll be back with the third quarter of action. Thanks for joining us. See you soon. All right, kiddos. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Coming out of the halftime, it's 29-0. The Falcons leading the Cobra. I'm Bowman Michael with Score Sports, bringing you the National Developmental Football League Kickoff Classic between the Falcons and the Cobras. Going to hand it over to Craig Chapman and Adam Collins to take you through the third quarter. The clock is running. Gentlemen, you're on the clock.
All right. Well, I tell you what, right now I'm going to let Coach Chapman run down some stats, some crazy stats.
Yeah, there's no other way to describe it. Let's start with the Upstate Cobras. They have -5 total yards. They ran the ball 10 times for minus 11 yards in the first half. Threw the ball 6 times, completed it once for 5 yards. Now, going over to look at the Georgia Falcons, they ran the ball 8 times for 25 yards and 2 touchdowns. They threw the ball 4 times, completed 1 for 5 yards. They have 30 total yards, and they have 29 points. Things like that just aren't supposed to happen. The reason is because the Georgia Falcons defense has 5 tackles for a loss for minus 10 yards, 2 sacks for minus 20 yards. They've caused 1 fumble. They recovered it and ran it 40 yards for a touchdown. They've intercepted 3 passes and have had returns for touchdowns on 2 of those. So if you look at this from this standpoint, the Georgia Falcons have completely and totally snuffed out anything the upstate Cobras have tried to do. And their offensive numbers are a direct reflection of having great field position. I mean, they average starting at the 30-yard line of the upstate Cobras with starting at the 10. And on first down right here.
A nice zone run for a first down.
15 yards on first down. I'm pretty sure they're glad that they're getting a chance to run some offense.
That was Marcel Crawford on the carry. Nice big gain on first down. Doubles look for the Falcons. There's a snap.
Same play.
Quick. There we go. Quick give again. This time met about a yard or 2 deep in the backfield. Well, I'll take that back. 5 yards deep in the backfield.
That was just a linebacker firing right there, Coach. Nobody picked him up.
Well, that's not a good thing.
That's one of those things that happens early on, especially when they start sliding fronts and blitzing.
I'll tell you what, blitz control is an amazing drill. Woodard in the gun, waiting on the snap. Back off to his right. 2 receivers split out to each side. There's a snap. Cobras give a 3-man pressure. Ball out quick and dropped.
You can't throw that one much better, Coach.
No, that's just a drop.
Little curl flat action. He may have intercepted that pass from his own teammate. They had 2 guys in the same area. Also another problem playing football early in the year.
Yeah, guys zigging where they should zag.
So, looking right here, got this is third down, right?
It is.
Okay, I was just making sure that they, down markers cheating on us again.
Yeah. Doubles look. Woodard takes snap, flags on the ground. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to roll to his left, looking for some space. And he's going to run on real estate at about the 46, 47-yard line. But there's a flag on the ground. Let's see what that is. Let's see. They're out there whispering about it. How about you give us the signal?
I'm guessing it's offsides.
Okay. There you go, buddy. Good job.
All right.
Replay second down.
And
They're saying it's second down still.
who said it was second down?
Pretty sure the White Hat said replay too. Yep, that's what he said.
They ran the ball on first down and got tackled for a loss. Threw an incomplete pass.
Doesn't matter what they did, the down marker says.
We are in the down markers world.
Here we go. Doubles. Quarterback in the gun. Woodard in the gun, waiting on the snap.
Blitz.
There's a snap. He drops. He rolls to his right. He looks back left.
Sacked.
Okay. Throw the ball away. Throw the ball away. He eats that one.
That's a 12-yard loss, Coach.
So it goes from second and 7 or 8 to
This is realistically fourth down.
to third. Here you go. Third.
I just heard their coach on their sideline yell, playing 4. Here he goes. Look on their sideline. He's telling you.
All right, here we go.
I guess it is third down, Coach. My bad.
All right, here we go. Doubles look again for the Falcons.
We don't call him the best statistician this side of the Mississippi for no reason.
Well, because I know it's fourth down. Nobody else here does.
Woodard in the gun. Ball over his head. He's able to pick it up on the run.
Get out of the way, ref.
Yes. Excellent decision.
Nice job.
Excellent decision. You're not going to get away. Throw the ball away.
I agree.
So that way you can start back at the line of scrimmage. That's what he should have done instead of taking that sack.
Yeah, you think so? They're going to punt.
Yes, a wise decision. You're up by 4 possessions. The chances of them having 4 possessions with a running clock, you would have to just continually give them the ball back.
Yes,
God
Coach.
bless you there, Coach Chapman.
Thank you, sir.
You did a good job of not scaring me too bad.
That was culturally insensitive. What if I worship something else?
Well, okay. Bless you indeed. All right.
All right.
Back to the action we go. I appreciate you bringing your views into this thought process.
Now we'll punt on 5th down.
Is this Colorado?
Let's not say that. That brings up sore subject with me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And probably with Coach McMichael as well.
1991.
UPA National Champions, UPI National Championships. I'm fine with that. Thank you.
There's a snap, and everybody's standing there, and it's going to go out of bounds at what looks to be about the 45.
So that was exactly a 28-yard punt.
5 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. It is a running clock. It's 29-0 here at the Kickoff Classic. Game 3 of the Falcons versus the Cobras of the National Developmental Football League. However, the Falcons are not in the NDFL, but they went ahead and held the contract firm. They went ahead and left the NDFL earlier or late in 2017 to join the Independent Amateur Football League, the IAFL. They actually have their Kickoff Classic up in Chattanooga right now with a 7 o'clock game kicking off. So it should be interesting to see how they handle themselves here in the Independent Amateur Football League. They've been definitely dominating for the past 2 weeks against the Titans and now the Cobras, even though we have not seen anything offensively. Back to action for Coach Chapman and Coach Collins.
All right, that fearsome Falcons defense is back out on the field. I'm sure that's bad news for the Cobras.
It's a little bit different now, Coach. They've made some personnel changes.
Well, we'll see how badly that changes things. Quarterback looks like he's checking.
He's reading a newspaper subscription.
Okay, that's a false start, on the offense. If they call that on the defense, that is a travesty, a miscarriage of justice. Because everybody in green jumped just then. I don't know if you could see it at home, but it just happened.
Everybody thought someone yelled "Go, Coach." Come on now. Sensitive to their feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be a illegal procedure.
It should be.
Well, they can't make up their mind. They still haven't told us anything. I love it when we stay uninformed sitting here.
And they marked the penalty off from the wrong spot.
Yeah.
They marked the penalty off from the line.
Yep.
It should be say 1st and 15. Now it's 1st and okay.
And I never got a signal.
I'm guessing, Coach, that
it's a make-believe penalty.
Make-believe penalty. I agree.
All right, here we go. Falcons show blitz and only send 3. Good job. Nice play made right there by number 36. That's Wesley Albritton.
Complete for 4. They've matched their production of the first half in the passing game on 1 play.
That's not a good sign. All right, here we go. Falcons line up yet again. Fixing to bring the heat down. And this is going to be a run, and it's going to be met by most of the Falcons team.
A host of Falcons, you say, Coach?
What do you call a group of Falcons? Is it a flock of Falcons? Because they don't exactly flock.
No, they do not.
They're kind of solitary. Have a couple of hawks. I'm assuming it's the same kind of thing.
I would guess so. Very territorial.
Have a couple of hawks live in my yard. All right, there's a snap. It's kind of a bobble to a give, but it's going to go for a first down. Nice pop there by number 5. Uh-oh. Got a man down right here for the Falcons. Certainly hope there's nothing serious.
With an injured player on the field, we will take a timeout. We'll be right back. We're to Adam. Here we go. 3, 2.
All right, welcome back to beautiful North Park in Snellville, Georgia. Out here for our final game of 3 for this NDFL Football Classic.
Coach, that last play was a 12-yard run. It is the longest play from scrimmage tonight for the Upstate Cobras.
Well, yeah, I don't doubt that, to 12 yards. The Falcons are still bringing the heat, but they've changed a lot of personnel, trying to see what everyone else can do. Got a kind of a proud look going on their defense where the guys are just all standing up, kind of walking around. All right, having a hard time deciding what to do. I don't know how this is not a delayed game, and here comes the pressure, and they run past the zone.
I'm not so sure that was supposed to be a direct snap to the running back, but it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, sometimes things just work, don't they? All right, looks like your third quarter is coming to a close. Your Georgia Falcons 29 of the Upstate Carolina Cobras, nothing. They might get another one in here.
Yeah.
We got 35 seconds left on the clock. St. Louis, he says. This is St. Louis coming up, folks, from the Cobras.
I thought they were from South Carolina.
St. Louis is a nice town.
It's got a lot of spirit.
Yeah, it does. All right. And here they come. And they run past the back yet again. They're just running past him.
Well, I know one thing. That play is not supposed to be that way because I just saw the quarterback disgusted.
Yeah. I think maybe he was thinking maybe he should keep that one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to end the third quarter of play here at Lenore Church Park. They're going to jump right back in here to the fourth quarter, but we will take a moment and get right back with you with the fourth quarter, last quarter of action here between the Falcons and the...
Had more personal fouls.
All right, going back in, 3, 2.
All right, here we go. Welcome back to Lenore Park in beautiful Snellville, Georgia. All right, your Cobras on the move. 2 consecutive first downs. And there's a low snap, and it's going to be fallen on by one of the running backs and met by a couple of linebacker and a defensive lineman. Both fell on top of him.
That play kept working. They decided they'd try it again, just snap it the wrong way and run.
You're only going to get so many times that something like that's going to work.
I'm not so sure that this is supposed to be that way. I think the center's got that drag to the left working right now.
Well, he's breaking his wrist early, that's my guess. And the Falcons come with a heat, and they flush the quarterback. He rolls to his left, and he runs out of bounds without throwing the ball away.
He runs out of bounds for a sack.
Why would you not throw the ball away?
Man, that's an interesting play.
I tell you what, folks, I've been where the Cobras are, standing on the sideline going, why would you not throw the ball away?
I don't know why everybody's standing up there. The ball's back here, fellas.
Yeah, it's very fortunate for the Falcons because it is indeed quite the loss.
I have seen a quarterback get past the line and then think he was going to get tackled before he could get out of bounds and turn and run backwards so he could run out of bounds and not take a hit and lose yardage.
Oh,
in a high school football game.
That's just that. Makes me crazy. No, this is one of those things where I know these guys don't necessarily get to practice a ton, but, there are guys that have been around football probably all their lives. Know your situation. Know the situation. Know when you can take a sack, know when you cannot, know when you should eat the ball, when you shouldn't.
It's funny, too, because, not being overly critical, but when you watch a game on Sunday or on Saturday and someone starts scrambling, what are you always yelling? Throw it away.
I mean, with rare exception. Quick penetration by the Falcons. Quarterback is on the run, and he's going to be sacked again. Ball comes out. They're going to call him down.
That was a fumble.
And somebody has been accused of a penalty here. I saw some laundry on the ground. Not sure what that was. I have no clue what the penalty was because they're going to mark it off and not tell us.
What did they call?
Yeah, they're just marking it off and they're not saying anything. Okay. White hat, can we please get a penalty?
I'm guessing the only thing I could think of is he called either the face mask penalty or a horse collar.
What was the penalty?
Must be training.
The penalty was start the clock. It's a running clock, buddy. So thanks for letting us know what the penalty was. We appreciate that.
He doesn't know he's on TV, Coach.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you could signal it to the coaches. Like, I'd be upset if I were the coaches. There's snap, give around the right
that's
side.
not going to work.
And no doing.
Wow.
Mixing it up a little bit.
Uh-oh.
That play was made by number 28, Jeremy Wimberly. Nice play by Jeremy. Yeah. He threw his hat. What does that mean?
It means he's out of flags, Coach. He might have got a coach just got thrown out of the game.
Apparently, Coach Comey's mom came out to the sideline. I tell you what, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of times I'm glad my mama's not watching. I'm glad my family's in Florida and not here.
Yeah, I've had those phone calls at night.
Because sometimes I don't react quite like I should. I'm not proud of everything I've ever done from the sideline. Because and I do have take issue with referees from every now and again.
Every play.
Oftentimes I just disagree with the call, but so I'm interested to see what the call is going to be right here. I'm also very interested to see if he's going to signal anything or if he's just going to assume we all know what's going on.
Now, shouldn't there be another penalty?
Okay. No, they're not going to signal anything.
Okay.
They're just going to walk down the field. That's not how you're supposed to do it. In case you're viewing at home, when a penalty has been committed, they typically turn to the box and signal what the penalty is. This is standard practice for every football game in America.
But why would we want to do that, Coach? It keeps us guessing. We got to be on our P's and Q's, man.
I'm not sure. Obviously it was unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean, that was obvious. But, I'd have liked to heard numbers or, send a signal or you know.
But if you throw the hat, that's throwing another penalty. So you can't just mark off 15 yards. That's double personal foul, so that's 30 yards.
They're both dead ball fouls.
Yep.
All right, so
I mean, my stat sheet is already ruined, so.
yeah. Here we go. Cobras, the slot look, quick give, run the right side. Going to be met and wrapped up quickly. That's going to be number 15, Marcus Crawford on the play. I'm sorry, 45. I apologize. That's Eddie Smith. Nice play by Mr. Smith.
Yeah, that play looked like it had something there.
Yeah, he closed quick. That's how it looks. The door's open, and then you slam the door.
Moving under 7 minutes right here. 2nd down and 10 for the Upstate Cobras, trying to get on the board to move to get anything positive out of this game.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit chippy here. Slot right look. Back off to the right-hand side of the quarterback. Quarterback in the gun. And there's a snap. Quarterback keeps it, fakes the give to the left, and keeps it.
Ouch.
And he gets pounced on by Eddie Smith and DeMonte Queen.
That was zone read, and the defensive front was in the backfield so fast that it didn't matter what you
can
ran.
zone it, you can read it, but if they're all standing back there with you, it ain't gonna matter.
I mean, that was.
And with under 6 minutes now, your Georgia Falcons leading 29-0. Again, less than 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Cobras just trying to pull something together right here. Really, if you're the Cobras, you're just trying to look for something to build on. You want to end this game on a positive note. And whether or not that'll happen, remains to be seen.
Well, it would be nice to get into the end zone.
Yeah, always.
We've seen 3 games today, and
there's a snap. Quarterback throws it
Ow.
out. Yeah, that could have been way, way worse. Tackle made by number 28, Jeremy Wimberly. That could have been much, much worse.
That was completed for -1, Coach.
Yeah, that could have. He could have had a snap back right there if the DB was rather kind to him.
Yes, he was. Going forward on 3rd down again right here.
Throwing the ball.
4th down again, excuse me.
Throwing the ball up to a guy and leaving him hanging him out to dry like that is not a good plan.
That guy took pity on him.
It's not a way to influence people and win friends. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. Lots of quarterbacks have been unceremoniously handled in the locker room for doing that.
All right, slot right look. There's a snap. Sorry, that was a doubles look. There's a snap. Quarterback throws it out deep to his right-hand side. Probably should have been picked. Going to fall incomplete. That's one of those picks you knock down anyway.
Mm-hmm. Now let's see if the Georgia Falcons can do just what we were talking about. They didn't have a stellar drive to open the second half, and you know that they would much rather end the game on a positive note, doing something with the football. They haven't had a lot of opportunities because their defense has been so dominant, and they've started in plus territory for the majority of the game. So it'd be nice to get a little, get a little something going in this last 3:40 right here.
Yeah, I think so. All right, let's see who we got in on offense. Looks like there's going to be some personnel changes. Let's see.
We're going to be in the split back look again. Now we're going back to the eye.
All right. Not sure what the call is here. Maybe delay.
12 men on the field for the green team.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
We wouldn't know, though, because nobody's telling us. They
No.
threw a flag, picked it up, walking around.
Go grab the ball, walk it backwards, never tell anybody what happened.
That's exactly what's just fixing to happen. There it is. Mark the penalty off.
You know, I understand this is supposed to be practice for them, but you should probably practice doing it the right way, just throwing it out there.
Why would you do that, Coach? So 1st and 5 right here for the Falcons. Clock continues to run. We're under 3 minutes now.
Snap. Quick give off the left side. Oh, roped up quick.
Second tackle for a loss in this half for the Upstate Cobras.
I like to see the Cobras excited still. Fired up about making a play.
Their defense hasn't played bad the whole night. They've just been put in such bad positions by their offense. You know, remember the first drive of the game started at the 1 yard line, and it took 4 plays to get 1 yard.
Yeah, giving your defense short fields, never a good thing.
Timeout.
All right. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Going to end our night here at the NDFL Football Classic 2018.
What's your impressions on the day, Coach Collins?
You know, it's interesting to see there. You know, I'm always fascinated by teams that have basically equal ability to obtain things.
Yes.
And end up not being equal. I see it all the time in pro football, you know, collegiate football, you know, high school football, where teams have, you know, I'm always blown away. Pro football is the one that blows me away. Everybody there is a professional football player.
Yes.
Yet some teams are horrendous and other teams are really good.
Cleveland, we're talking to you.
You know, but everybody on that team, wherever they came from, was amazing. You know, or they wouldn't be there. All right, snap the ball, he says. Here we go.
I don't think you can snap the ball before they start the play.
Toss. I'm not sure I'd be running stuff deep right now.
And wow.
It's going to be a big loss right there.
Yeah.
But you're trying to give you guys a chance to get on the edge, get on the perimeter, you know, make some noise. All right.
That guy right there, you know, he looks like he plays for us, Coach.
That's great. All right, here we go.
Clock runs under 1 minute and 30 seconds right now. 3rd down and about 15 for the Falcons. It seems like I said that a lot this year.
Yeah. Minute 10 seconds to go. Falcons under center, split backs.
Counter. No pass.
Quarterback drops.
Flare.
Quick throw out to the flats. And he's going to manage to drag somebody to bring up probably 4th and about 2.
13 yards right there, Coach. On a play that didn't look like it had much left in it.
No, not at all. I'm absolutely going to go for it here.
You're going to go for it because the clock's running, and whether you get it or not, the clock is going to expire.
It's not going to stop on the change of possession, so because it is indeed a running clock.
So this should be the last play of the game right here.
That would be my guess. All right, quarterback rolls.
And throws an incompletion on 4th down, and that will do it.
That's going to bring our game to a close. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this evening for this NDFL Football Classic 2018. It's been a great day.
Coach, I've enjoyed being here.
Man, it's been a great day. You know, any day that I can come out and watch football and have a good time, you know, talk about it. I love the game, and to watch these guys who are still, you know, keeping the dream alive. It's great to see.
I love being able to do this, Coach, especially when I'm not freezing to death.
And that's always a nice thing overall when it's warm weather out there. And it's just been nice to be able to be a part of 3 games here tonight with the National Developmental Football League. I'm Bowman Michael with Craig Chapman, Adam Collins, bringing you live action here every Saturday on Saturday Night Football. We'll see you soon. Look for us. Check us out on our Score Sports YouTube channel. We'll see you soon. Thanks so much.